I guess tonight would be a little bit more of a casual upload. It's quite late. I got pretty busy today and did some other things instead. So I just figured I'd get this in last minute. It's gonna be quick. I started filming it in my car on the way home, and then my phone died, so obviously I couldn't finish it. So I might as well just restart it. But anyway, so there's two main lessons I've learned over the last week or so. Lesson number one is, as a man or a woman, make sure your self-worth and value and who you are as a person comes from within yourself and not from external things or material things. Because what happens is if you place your material things in, or place your self-value or self-worth in material things or external things such as cars, money, I don't know, you look at specific outcomes, bench press, whatever it is for you, whatever outcomes you're looking to achieve. If you don't achieve them or you achieve them and they get taken away from you, then who are you? Because if having money made you who you were and the money gets taken away, well, who are you? You're lost. You don't know who you are. So one thing that I've been really working on over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and I've really seen a huge change in just my mindset, my overall temper, and how I carry myself about as a person, is really watching what comes from here. It's super important what you feed your mind, right? So garbage in, garbage out. But also, I mean, I guess this just goes with feeding your mind, but if you look at like the music that you listen to, the friends you hang out with, I don't know, YouTube videos, social media that you watch, movies you watch, books you read, anything that is being fed into your mind, the conversations you have with people, are they negative, are they positive, just conversations you hear on the side, what are those feeding into your brain? So for me, I've been really conscious of that lately, and a big portion of it too has also been really conscious about my negative thoughts and self-doubts. Everybody's got the little voice in the back of their head saying, hey, you can't do it. Like if, I don't know, I want to become a millionaire, obviously everyone doubts themselves at some point in the journey, or multiple times in the journey. It's not just at one singular point. And you've got to fight off that devil and be like, hey, no, that's not true. False evidence, right? Fear. You fear a certain outcome. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. So whatever you have to do to battle your inner demons, your inner thoughts, it's helped me tremendously. And it's not easy. Like there's probably been 20 to 30 times today where I've had a negative self-thought and I've had to go, no, that's not true. Push that aside. Go, I'm thinking negative, and I just go, no, that's not true. And really just see the positive side or put a positive side into it. Because thoughts are things, and whatever you think will eventually come to fruition. So if you're always thinking of the negative circumstances, the negative outcomes, well, what's going to happen? Naturally, you're going to be drawn towards that. That's going to be the frequency that you emit. I'm also cooking dinner. My chicken is on the barbecue. Sorry. Very late. I missed dinner. I think it's been like 6 or 7 hours since I've eaten. It's the longest I haven't eaten other than when I go to bed. Oh, we're good. We caught it in time. Sorry, but yeah, negative self-thoughts. Because if someone were to say to you what you were saying to yourself, you'd probably hit them or tell them, hey man, I don't want to hear that. And I think that's really important, because if you let yourself talk to yourself that way, then really that's just breaking down your own walls. Yeah, that's one big thing, is just what are you putting into your mind, and you got to look at what do you want the outcome to be. Based off of your outcome, you're going to put in different things into your mind, right? And that comes from anything that can influence you, which everything around you, friends, family, social media, music, newsletters, articles, anything, books you read, movies you watch. There will be a lot of times recently over the last couple of weeks where I've been with people, they've been having a negative conversation, and I've just excused myself from the conversation because I don't want to have those negative thoughts in my life. And frankly, they're not really talking to me about it, so it's not like I have to be there to be their emotional support or anything, so I just remove myself from the situation. Or I've even had situations where I've been talking about something, and then someone goes to share their viewpoint, and respectfully to them, I go, hey, I've made up my mind. I don't want other people to tell me their opinions, just because I know the way I'm thinking about it right now is correct in the way that I should view it, and I don't want other people to try and skew it for me. So, respectfully, I just ask that you keep that opinion to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, depends how you deliver it, who you deliver it to, how they receive it. But yeah, just what you put into your mind, what you put out to it, self-talk, what you absorb. Yeah, that's one really big thing that I've learned this week. And I'm trying to think of the other thing, but I've talked so much I kind of forget. I'm back. Okay, it was literally 3 seconds. This is more of a thought-provoking idea. I'm sure people have probably heard it from social media of some sorts anyway. And it's the story of the fisherman. Long story short is that there's a fisherman who lives in a small town, and he fishes a little bit in the day, enough to provide food for his family, and he brings that home to his family, spends the rest of the day with his family. And a rich person comes along, goes to the fisherman and says, hey, you could get really good at fishing, buy some boats, hire some of your buddies, get really big, create a tuna factory, ship out the fish, and then sell the factory, make a lot of money. And the fisherman goes, okay, well then what do? And the rich man says to him, well, you come to a small town like this and you eat a little bit of fish, or you fish a little, eat with your family, and spend time with family and friends. And it's like, okay, well, I'm just doing a lot of extra work to just doing what I'm doing right now. And this has been a big thing that I've been juggling in my head recently, is how much is enough, and like what is too much and what isn't enough. And I really think it comes down to what you value. So I had to look at my life and the man that I want to be and the life that I want to have for myself and build for myself. And I had to go, okay, well, if I'm working all the time trying to chase money, that's not the person that I want to be. Yes, I do want money as a byproduct of being able to help people and share my experiences with people, and I just like helping people. So that's what I want to do. So money is just a byproduct if I can help a lot of people, but it's not an end goal in itself. And so I want to help people. I want to be family oriented. I want to be centered in faith and follow God, which is a big journey that I've been going on over the last 7 months, and it's been pretty amazing. So you got to look at what do you want to be and where do you want to go, and I think the answer is different for everybody of how much is too much. Because if I'm just working 24/7, I'm not spending time with my family. Well, I want to spend time with my family. And I think social media and people nowadays sell you this lifestyle of you have to work 24/7 until the wheels fall off. And I agree, you're not going to get anything for free. You're not going to be given everything that you want. You have to work for it. 100% agree with that. But if you work so hard for one goal and then you just throw the rest of your life out the window, who wins? The guy who has a boatload of money versus the guy who, the guy who has $100 million versus the guy who maybe has, a few million, but he's spent time with friends, family, and it's been kind of a battle and a balance that I've had to have recently, because I'm a person who feels like if I'm not moving forward in life, I'm like, oh, this is a waste of my time. I should be doing something else. But I gotta take a step back and think, oh, well, who's the man that I want to be? Who's the man that I need to be? And I think back, oh, well, I want to be a man rooted in faith. I want to be someone who's there for my family. I want to be someone who's physically fit and active. I want to be someone who helps others. Well, what I'm doing right now, I'm with family. And it doesn't mean you have to say yes to every single family or friend event and occasion. Because I think with anything, there can be an excess. There can be too much of anything. Because if I'm just with my family 24/7, then I throw out the rest of my life, right? And I don't know, people talk about balance. I don't really think there's a balance, because nothing's going to be equal, right? You think about balance, 50-50. I can't sleep the same amount of time, work the same amount of time, and play the same amount of time, right? It just doesn't mathematically work out between everything else that you have to do throughout the day. So, I think everything is more so in portions in your life, if that kind of makes sense. And you go through different phases and different times. Like typically when you're older, you spend more time with friends and family because you're in a position where you can do that. But yeah, so that was a lot of rambling, but one lesson and one food for thought, I guess, kind of thing. So hopefully you guys found those valuable. Like I said, first thing is just thinking about who you want to be, where you want to go, and think about your thoughts. Everything comes from within, not from external material possessions or events, because once those are removed, who are you? So everything needs to come from within, because that's not something that anyone can take from you if you develop that enough. And then the second thing is how much is too much and how much is not enough. And that just goes with everything in life. And I don't think there's any set answer. Everybody's got their own formula, so to speak, for it. Yeah, without further ado, I gotta go flip my chicken, eat my dinner. It's like 10:20 at night. I'm normally in bed by 9. But gotta stay disciplined, gotta get this video out, even if it helps just one other person. Make a difference in someone else's life, and that means a lot to me. So yeah, I guess that's it.